In October last year, I had the incredible opportunity to go on assignment to a special place that I'd always wanted to visit in northern Kenya. Reteti Elephant Sanctuary for the Ethiopian Airlines in-flight magazine, Selamta. I decided to do a little behind-the-scenes video of that adventure, so come along as I show you what that looked like. Achana na mimi. Kando kunywa maziwa. Huwa nataka aje? Sina maziwa. Sina maziwa yako brother. Nimesikia minyamba yao si michezo.
Wananyambanga.
Ya kinyamba?
Wananyamba.
Kuna mwenye amenyamba hapa kando yangu. Hiyo harufu hata nimesema pole. Kidogo nimuulize kwani nimekukosea? If you know me, you know that elephants are my favorite animals, so I jumped at this opportunity very quick. Reteti has been a huge social media hit, known for the most amazing baby elephant videos, so I went in excited, open to learn and experience what it was really like to be there, especially from a photographer's perspective. This footage was captured on my phone and on a GoPro which I had clipped onto my camera to give you my POV as I photographed. Reteti is a Samburu community-owned sanctuary that rescues orphaned and abandoned elephant calves with the aim of releasing them back into the wild where they belong. At the sanctuary, they are grouped into 3 different herds, namely the nursery herd, the middle herd, and the big herd. The rescues come from a range of situations such as falling into man-made wells, drought, human-wildlife conflict, natural death, and separation from their herds, and they are often named after places where they are rescued or in local names that describe a characteristic or behavior. The elephants are fed goat milk every day at different times starting from 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, 3 and 6 p.m. with the feeding frequency reducing the older they get. This milk comes from the milk market, which is a collaborative partnership program between the community and Reteti, where Reteti buys the milk from women who bring the excess goat milk to the market every day, which is a win-win scenario. This then becomes a direct benefit as the elephants basically provide an income to the community. The market is full of color as women come in from different parts of the landscape in their colorful regalia to sell their milk. It then gets tasted to ensure it's fresh, then decanted into the milk jars, loaded onto the vehicles, and back to the sanctuary where it's pasteurized to kill bacteria that may not be good for their health and mixed with supplementary nutrients like baobab, moringa, coconut, spirulina, and wild honey for the elephants to feed on. For this assignment, I would be spending my time with the keepers, and I really enjoyed learning that the keepers are all Samburu locals and recruited from within Namunya Conservancy. You see, the Samburu have lived alongside wildlife for years, and their bond with wildlife is evident to see. It's a mutual respect that only they can describe. I spent my time there with local keeper Dorothy Lowaktuk, who was kind enough to allow me to follow and photograph her as she went about her day. Dorothy is a Samburu woman who was born and raised in Samburu. She started her journey at Reteti learning about elephant nutrition, then went on to become a keeper. As a keeper, one of the most important skills to have is observation, and this comes naturally for Dorothy as she is also a mother. She really watches them as if they were her own kids. She was able to accurately describe the mood the elephants were in and even help me avoid getting too close when she sensed the elephants weren't too happy about my presence. You see, elephants are some of the most intelligent animals and have a great ability to produce and pick up a range of sounds and vibrations that human beings can't. So when they growl and rumble, keepers like Dorothy immediately pick up what mood they're in. It was really great to watch Dorothy as she went on bushwalks with the elephants, how playful they would get and how comfortable they were around her. These guys are fast. She doesn't like to admit it, but she has a clear favorite in Naisimari, aka Simsim, who was rescued from a well when she was only 1 week old. She's a bit of a cheeky character and she knows that her small size allows her to race past the poles and get up close with the keepers to potentially get some more milk if she plays her cards right. Dorothy also introduced me to one of her favorites from the middle herd, Longuro. In the spirit of traditional names, Longuro means that which has been cut in Samburu. He's an extraordinary survival story of a young calf that fell into a well in Loisaba Conservancy. Abandoned and seriously injured, Longuro was the unfortunate victim of an overnight hyena attack that took out about a third of his trunk. However, with help from the KWS vets and Reteti, Longuro has had a second chance at life and was brought into Reteti about 3 years ago. He formed a powerful bond with keeper Mary Lenges, one of the first female keepers at Reteti, who took great care of him and has been doing so to date. Longuro's challenge was a unique one because elephants rely so much on their trunks for breathing, eating, touching, smell, and of course, trumpeting. He had to learn how to live without it. He occasionally gets help when feeding and drinking from keepers like Dorothy, but most importantly, he's learned how to browse by himself and is able to adapt. When it's time to be released into the wild, he'll be perfectly fine. As northern Kenya is one of the hottest parts in the country, the elephants also have a mud bath in the afternoon to cool them down from the heat. So I set up my GoPro to try and get as close as possible without being trampled on, of course, and watched as Dorothy and David made sure they cooled their little friends down. So the elephants are about to come here for a mud bath. I have set my GoPro here. This is the POV. Let's see if it survives. During their routine feeding, I was really amazed to see and hear the elephant keepers singing to the elephants in what sounded like a really pristine choir. Traditionally, the Samburu sing on almost every occasion, and for the keepers, this is a soothing song that they sing to elephants as they enjoy their milk and to appease them. It hadn't rained for a while in the country at the time of this assignment, and we were visiting just around the time when the weatherman had predicted the onset of rains, so I was really excited when on the third day of the assignment, the heavens opened. And as I quickly came to learn, I wasn't the only one. In fact, it meant more to the locals, and most importantly, the elephants, who came out to play and splash in the rain. And luckily I was there, covered in my raincoat, to capture their reactions.
They're so happy to see water and to be in the rain. so incredible to watch.
As you can see, I had a really great time at Reteti and would go back again and again to see more of the great community conservation work taking place here. I'm really blessed to call this my job. To learn more about the work being done at Reteti, you can visit their website, reteti.org, or check out their Instagram. They have amazing and very detailed write-ups about the elephants and the work going on there that I would encourage you to check out. Also, please check out the magazine article through the link down in the comments that's currently on Ethiopian Airlines. Special thanks to Reteti, Sarara Inc. and Ethiopian Airlines for making this opportunity possible.
Hey.
Hakuna. Hiyo ni kuachilia. Ni kuviatua.